Flac-in morning, my niggas. It is Friday, May 4th, 2012. You are with me, P. Flaco. No, I'm silly, but I'm being serious. How are you guys doing? I hope that you had a good night's sleep. I apologize because we are definitely going to be tardy today because I went out last night, but I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. I had a fantastic time. But today is our third show, so you should already know what it is. We have to start off with our quote of the day. And I actually am debating on which quote I want to do. I guess I'm going to do the one from Willie Nelson. And our quote from Willie Nelson today states, and it's all about positive thinking. Willie says, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you will start having positive results. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Okay, so that was from Willie Nelson, and everybody knows that Willie Nelson is a stoner. But on a positive note, I'm very, very excited to be here. And I guess what that quote means to me, or how I'm living that particular quote out, is that I'm usually a very extremely negative person. Wouldn't say that I was a pessimist, but for the most part, the glass is empty, bone dry, and we thirsty than a bitch, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's the worst of the worst for me. But I have begun to learn that if you really want to be happy, if you really think that you deserve, better things in life, what you're going to have to do is try to think more positively so you can open, the pathway for positive shit to come from you. I guess negative thinking closes opportunities and doors for you. And in order to get those opportunities to open, you have to think positively. So I'm learning that happiness and positivity have a lot to do with one another. You can't really have one without the other. So if you are like me, who's always been searching for happiness, what I've learned and what I want to share with you, and what Willie also wants to share with you, is that in order to be happy, you have to think positively. So that was from Willie Nelson, and I appreciate that. I got coffee today because it is Friday. I went out last night, y'all, and I had such a good time. I'm trying to get it together. I'm a little down and drained today because last night, me and my girlfriend partied like some motherfucking rock stars. We had a great time. I will get into more about what happened, but it's a few things that I want to continue to make sure that I get done so the whole show isn't about last night. So, for Detroit, we're going to talk about your weather right now. Currently, it is 69 degrees. If you were up last night, or in the evening, I should say, I'm sure you saw the rain and the hail and the thunderstorms, and it was a hot mess and acted a goddamn fool for about an hour, 2 hours, and then it got a little rainy at night. But currently, it is 69 degrees. Today, we are expecting to have a high of 73 with a low of 52, and there is a 40% chance of rain. And if you have already gone outside, you know that it's already wet, so it's more than a 40% chance of rain. It's definitely raining. It's been raining, and it's going to continue to rain. So again, for today, May 4th, 2012, in Detroit, we are expected to have a high of 73, a low of 52 with a 40% chance of rain, and of course our scattered thunderstorms. For tomorrow, which will be Saturday, it's going to be a little cooler. It's going to be a high of 65 with a low of 50 and a 20% chance of rain. So it'll probably be partly cloudy, and the rain might finally let up as of tomorrow. So look forward to the rain at least slowing down tomorrow. Sports, last night. Now, when I was going out and as I was leaving, I was watching the Miami and the New York game. Excuse me. Now, traditionally, well, I don't want to say traditionally, but, on a personal level, I've always been a Carmelo Anthony fan. So when he was with, you know, Denver, I'm sorry. When he was with the Nuggets or whatever, I was fucking with the Nuggets. Now that he's with the Knicks, I'm paying attention more to the Knicks and what it is that they're trying to do. And, you know, it is what it is. But last night, it was close in a way, but the Heat came and spanked that ass 87-70. The Thunder and the Mavericks also played last night, and the Thunder beat the Mavericks 95-79. Again, the Thunder beat the Mavericks 95-79 last night. Durant had to score like 31 points. So, shout out to Durant and the Thunder. I'm trying to think. I think that was it for all the basketball games tonight. I do mess with other sports. Occasionally, I watch, you know, like the baseball standings because I am a Tigers fan, and you know, I'm excited about everything that was supposed to be. So, just a little recap for people who are all about baseball, I guess. It was Philly won last night over Atlanta. Cincinnati won last night over the Cubs. And I think Pittsburgh might have won. I'm not sure. Oh, and Miami won. So, shout out to Miami. The Heat won and their baseball team won. But we're going to continue to digress because I got a lot going on today. I want to spend as much time with you guys as I can and try to be focused because it can be a little difficult to keep everything together. When I get up in the morning, whenever that may be, I try to make sure it's still morning. I record the show, I get it together, and then I get it out to you guys because I want to make sure that you can start your day right with me. So, usually, as you know, I do, you know, your movie reviews, or if I don't have a movie, I might do a restaurant or something like that. But since I didn't do what I usually do when it comes to my routine, I actually went out last night. I've been talking about it a lot lately. I went to Anticipation Thursdays with Ridiculous. And what can I say? Ladies, if you have not seen Ridiculous, whether it be online or, you know, if you haven't seen it or heard of him and you're into that sort of thing, please make sure that you Google Ridiculous or something so you can be familiar. For those of you who do know what it is that I'm talking about, please believe me, that shit, that shit is just as crazy and over the top as you think it is. I did see the man put whipped cream on the top of his Johnson, we'll call it. And I did also see him bend his head down and, you know, that shit was crazy, yo. It was crazy. But even though this particular show that Wise Queen Productions, which is a part of DJ Honey, and Coffee Tea, which is another part of the production team that put it on, they had other gentlemen there. It was about Ridiculous. He was the featured dancer for this particular Thursday. Again, Anticipation Thursdays happens the first Thursday of every month. And I believe they are having another feature come next month from Atlanta. So, but this one was about Ridiculous. And, you know, a lot of people showed up and it was a lot of love. It was good to be with my ladies and we all feel like fam, just having a good time. And instead of being the ones that was objectified, we was having a good time throwing the dollars. And I had never done that before, and it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Some other dancers and different things that we saw. Sex Appeal was the host. Shout out to Sex Appeal. I had never met him. I had heard his name before. When they do the type of shows and stuff like that, they'll advertise him on the radio and might drop a name or two. And I want to say I had heard of Sex Appeal before, but I had never actually seen him. He was the host. He was also very good. My girlfriend says that Sex Appeal has the nicest ass she's ever seen on a nigga. I would have to say he's second or third best because I don't know, the dude I'm trying to be with, he got a really nice ass too. Anyway, but this nigga, how you know a man has a nice ass, or for men, how you know whether you have a nice ass or not? Is that a nice ass on a man actually starts with his legs. Whether he has nice legs or he's bow-legged, he usually got good calves and some strong knees leading up into some nice, thick, masculine thighs and shit. But when you get to the ass, it's not like a woman's to where it's got bottom and it's full, because you don't want your man to have a booty. A nice man ass kind of sit up and it's tight, almost like some titties, but it's ass. And ooh, I saw some things last night, man. I mean, ridiculous. Just, you know, just to give you a little more information about the star of the show, that particular nigga, he danced and whipped creamed and sucked himself and set the floor on fire and did some shit. I mean, like, baby, when I'm talking about entertainment, that shit was entertaining. I had a great time. I had a great Flac-in time. Anyway, what else is popping off for events? Because I do want to try to tie everything in together, but that is definitely what happened last night. And if you are into that sort of thing, I watch male dancers and I watch female dancers. This was my first male dancing experience, but when I do that sort of thing, for the guys, I like some of the females at Starving Marvin's East. If you do go to Starving Marvin's East, look for London. She's probably the best female dancer I've ever seen, and it's also my niece, so shout out to London. Got them going crazy. Where else do I like to watch dancers? I have been to the Penthouse, and they have a variety of females, black, white, Asian, you know, white, whatever. And the Penthouse wasn't too bad, but they got, you know, skinny chicks. If you like the thick girls, go to the Hood titty bars. And I want to go to Ace of Spades. So just keep in mind, if I do the male reviews, I'm going to go to do the females as well, because I want to have a universal appeal to my audience. So yesterday was about the niggas, but niggas, don't worry, I will be talking about the females, because I can appreciate anything that is beautiful. So to continue with the events, May 5th is tomorrow, and it is Cinco de Mayo. And I love that kind of shit. I'm a big May person, because my birthday is in this month, like I was saying yesterday. So please go to Southwest, go to Xochimilcos, go to Mazatlan, or any other place that you might know that has Latin cuisine, and get your drink and eat on and celebrate. Have a little kid party, have a piñata and let them bust it. You know, just try to do multicultural things, because you'd be surprised how, I don't know, I guess how nurturing other people's traditions can be to your own soul, because it comes from somewhere. A lot of things that people do is steeped in heritage and beliefs, and if you figure out why people do it and then try it yourself, you might get the right feeling, or the concept that it's trying to pull across. The first time I ever busted open a piñata, and I never really knew the story behind why they do the piñatas, but it felt it felt really strong. It was a strong feeling once you finally hit it. I was a teenager, and it was the shit. So I'm all about trying new culturally and ethnic diverse things. Other stuff that we got going on, ladies and gentlemen, because once again, I do not have a lot of time with you guys. This being a Friday show, I only do Good Flac-in mornings, Monday through Friday. The weekend is kind of up to you guys. You guys can do what you want. I might do an episode of Flaco's View on Sundays, but for the most part, we trying to get you right Monday through Friday so you can get through your week. Diet tips and workout tips this week. Something that was brought to my attention, especially last night going out, and I need a sip of coffee, excuse me. A lot of people will diet or even starve themselves all day long, and this is men and women, and I'm gonna smoke a blunt too. Anyway, they'll starve themselves all day long and then eat at night, or when you go to the club and you know you missed dinner, or you was skipping dinner because you had to work, or whatever the case may be, and it's 9-10 o'clock and you done went out and changed your clothes and you go into the bar So you order some wings and french fries and shit like that. And not only does doing that hurt your chances of losing weight, it can cause some other issues health wise with what it is that you eat so late at night. And I guess the main point or my tip for today is not to eat at night if you can help it. Try to make sure you get your meals and the nutrients you need during the day. You need to eat again the first 20-30 minutes after you wake up to get your metabolism started. And then I would suggest, I try, because of my lifestyle, not to eat after 10. And that's even a little late for me. Most people have dinner between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. And that's a good time after dinner if you eat that early, especially if you live in a nice area and can go for a walk afterwards. That's a really good idea to keep what it is you eat off you, so to speak. So keep that in mind if you can. We got to stop eating at night. I noticed a lot of females, you know, we run around doing the single mom thing, trying to keep it all together. And a lot of times we actually just forget to eat. And so the whole day I go by, the whole day, especially on the weekends, and then we finally get dressed to go out with our girlfriends and we go to wherever it is we go, and we get a bunch of fucking food that is no good to us. It's overpriced, and it would probably be more beneficial if we just ate before we left, or tried to make eating as important as living, but not as important to where we can't live without it. So for those of you who are too blown this morning didn't really get what that meant, what I'm saying is that what you eat and when you eat it needs to be important. However, you don't need to let food control your life to where you become gluttonous and become fatter and unhealthy. That's the opposite. Some people think about food in the right way and some people don't. And you can tell how they feel about food based off of how they look. So, that is for men and women. Stop eating so goddamn late at night. Stop leaving the club at 2:33 in the morning and then going to Coney and smashing $30 worth of munchies. Because, you know, that's what's really fucking us up. And we do it all the time. And I don't even know if we pay attention to how much damage that type of shit does to us. You know, food, especially late at night, usually is the poorly prepared food of the day. So keep that in mind. Unless you're going to eat light and eat a bowl of cereal. Cereal's a good snack to eat late at night if you're really, really hungry or craving food. But Coney at 3 in the morning, no, it's not a good idea, even though I love me some Coney at 3 in the morning. For those of you who don't know what Coney is, Coney Island is a 24-hour restaurant in Michigan. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and their specialty is the Coney, which is a chili dog. And anything that's been Coney-fied just means it has this particular brand of chili on it. So, yeah, I know some niggas is like, duh, but I have to explain because this is something that I do for everybody. It's not just Detroit. I try to be universal and keep my topics open to where anybody can understand or relate what it is that I'm talking about. What else is popping? This is your weekend wrap up. It is Friday, once again, May 4th. I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend and that you enjoy seeing me these last couple of days. I think we had a good trial run. I had a fantastic time last night. Shout out again to my girlfriend and my girlfriend, or a girl who is my friend. I know niggas be like, what you mean? But let me just clear it up. Shout out to my besties. How about that? Shout out to one of my besties. Miss Lisa. Hey baby, we had a really great time last night and I'm glad that we can always hang out and enjoy the time we have together. Shout out to DJ Honey who threw on the event, Sex Appeal who was the host, Ridiculous who was the featured guest, and Coffee Tea Productions and Wise Queen Production as well, who invited us out last night. We had a VIP couch and it was the shit. And like the 4-4 experience, you can smoke and drink, and they do have male and female dancers. So again, that is at the 4th floor experience. You can smoke and drink in the building, and they do adult entertainment, exclusive adult entertainment for male and female. So check them out. What else is popping? Is there anything else that I need to be doing? Please get at me. let me know how it is I can be of assistance to you guys in the future. So I'm sure that I'm giving you guys information that is useful to you. You guys like my afro? Yeah. No, I'm just fucking shit. No, but for real, I am Flaco da Gangster. Yesterday was an awesome Flac-in day. I hope that you guys have a good Flac-in morning, and I will see you on Monday. Good morning.